Today is November 5th, Election Day, and I'm nervous. Will America be saved? What do you mean, Richawd, save America? You know, there's been rumors of wars for years. There's been rumors of a decline or a destruction to America for years because certain ideologies have been getting implemented, certain mindsets, certain spirits, certain energies are being introduced to the people, foreign energies. Religion, God, is being stripped away from America. And it's showing the standards, the morals. The black community is in shambles. You may say the black community has been in shambles for a while, but it's really bad now. In the black community, brothers don't respect brothers. I don't mean it literally. I mean, when I say brother, I mean like, foes, friends. Foes, I mean friends or homies, people. Not necessarily a blood brother, but, a brother, somebody who looks like you. Black people don't respect black people. If a black man starts a business, black people are going to trust a white-owned business over their own business. This is what I mean by make America great again. There used to be a time, for those who forget, there used to be a time where blacks supported blacks. Blacks uplifted blacks. Blacks were held to a certain standard. The standards seem to be gone in the black community. You go to the black community, black men aren't respected by black women. And a lot of it is the black man's fault. And a lot of it is these new ideologies, these new spirits, this new education that's being taught and being pushed on the airwaves that certain people are trying to slow down. Certain people are trying to put a stop to. The feminism has destroyed the black community. Our men are weak. Majority of black men are simps. What is a simp? A lot of people think a simp is a man that, is in love with a woman. I don't think a simp is a man who's in love with a woman. I think a simp is a man with no backbone, no leadership, no morals, no ethics, nothing to stand on, nothing spiritual about him. No disrespect to the fruitcake community, but the fruitcake community is being promoted heavily in the black community, and our black women endorse it. Our black women aren't, most of them, not all, who the cap fits wear it. But most of the black women endorse it. Our education system, they're teaching our young children, and this goes for any race, they're teaching our young children these new ideologies, these new spirits, this feminism, LGBTQ rights, woke classes, things that Donald Trump is trying to get rid of. Not to make this a political video, but I guess it's already political, so whatever. Will America be saved? The black community is in shambles. Black men don't respect other black men. What does this have to do with the presidency? Be patient, wait. I'll get to the point. For all you TikTokers that have no attention span, you just got to be patient. And if you can't be patient, you got to go to another channel. The black community is in shambles because of liberalism, because of the liberals, the liberal mindset. Liberalism is why the black community is in shambles, and these Democrats endorse it. These Democrats endorse the feminism. These Democrats are endorsing everything that is destroying the black community. Now, liberals didn't used to always be this way. Not as bad as they are now. But the liberal mindset, you can pull up videos like the interview, I forget the lady's name, something Muhammad. She was talking about how the liberal mindset was bad even in the 90s. So this liberated mindset has been destroying the black people. This political mindset to be liberal has been destroying the black people. The race wars is destroying black people. Majority of black people who I see on social media talking about, you know, why Trump is so bad and why the liberals are so good. Majority of their claims are fueled by race. You know, Trump's a racist. Look at what he's trying to do. Look at what he's trying to take away. Black people are so easily triggered by quote unquote racism. Black people didn't used to be that way. There used to be a time when black people stood for something that they didn't care what a politician thought about them. They didn't care what other people thought about them. People with the Malcolm X mentality didn't care what the other nations thought about them because we knew who we were, right? We knew our true history. The black community don't know their history no more. That's why I'm nervous. That's why I'm concerned. This election is bringing a lot of problems to the forefront, especially in the black community. And it's making me very nervous. You know, today kind of feels like report card day. I don't know about y'all, but report card day used to be a stressful day for me. You know, I've always kind of been a procrastinator, you know. So I mess around the beginning of the semester or the beginning of the quarter, you know. I wouldn't really lock in until the end of the quarter when grades are due. So I'll always be on the borderline. Am I going to pass or am I going to fail? I was one of those students because I was a procrastinator. If I didn't procrastinate, I could have made way better grades, but I always procrastinated. You know, I'll start off bad and then try to recover. And usually I recovered for the most part. I recovered. You know, I never got held back or anything. So I always recovered. But my point being, report card day used to be a stressful day for me. It's kind of how today feels, you know. On report card day, I knew that this could be a good day or a bad day. See, my parents knew I didn't make the greatest grades. They just didn't want me to fail. I couldn't bring home no D's or F's, right? But, you know, once you get to a certain age, your parents kind of know your you know, what to expect out of you as a student, you know? Now, if my sisters brought home a C, they'll be pissed because my sisters usually made straight A's and B's. But me, like I said, I was always a procrastinator. So I just always was a mediocre, average student. So report card day was stressful. Today feels like report card day. Are we going to fail? Or will we succeed? Will we pass? Will there be hope? When I go home, will I be able to hop on the game? Or will I go home and get my ass beat? That type of nervous. If you know, you know. Edge of your seat. Can't think, can't focus. You sitting in class. And then, man, you get in the car, that ride home be so quiet. That ride home be so quiet. On report card day. Because you know once you get to the house, your mama gonna say, let me see your report card. And don't let it be parent-teacher conference day. That's even worse. I'd be even more nervous. Because on parent-teacher conference day, they get the grades right away. Today feels like report card day. Do we got an ass whooping coming in America? Do we need to take cover? Brace ourselves? Will things get worse before they get better? Or will we go home and be able to hop on the game and play with our friends? Will things be normal? Today feels like report card day. I talked a lot about how the morality in the black community has fallen. How black men don't respect other black men. How black people don't support black businesses. How black people don't support black people. For the most part. I'm not saying all black people. I'm just saying as a community, as a whole. How liberalism has destroyed the black community. Got us all emotional. Got us soft. Got us dependent. There used to be a time where the black man ain't depend on no politician to save him. We went out and we did the best we could to get it ourselves. Ignore my cat. Our cat. The family's cat. It's not just mine. Really my sister's cat. She the one who got it. But, now it's our cat. How I spoke about how black men and black women don't get along. How black women, they got more respect for the fruitcakes than they got respect for the black man. They uplift the fruitcakes and tear us down. They tear us down and build up the fruitcakes. They throw us under the bus for the fruitcakes, the heterosexual black man. For the most part. For the most part, isn't supported by his woman. My bad. It's all type of noises and shit in my car. I'm like, what the hell's going on back there? Kind of threw my focus off. But it's not just the black community. See, if it was just the black community, I'd still be nervous. But I'll be like, that's just the system trying to keep us down. But I've come to realize it's not just a black problem. It's an America problem. See, once you start to see through the race baiting, you start to see what's really going on. Feminism isn't just destroying the black community. It's destroying all communities in America. Liberalism. Americans are soft, man. I'm looking through social media. Soft. Sensitive. No logic. There's no reasoning with you. There's no reasoning with you people. Y'all want to hear what y'all want to hear. And when y'all get corrected, y'all just get angry. What do y'all do when y'all get angry? Y'all name call. Oh, you a misogynist. You a racist. You're homophobic. All these things. When you get confronted with logic and reason, your only response is getting emotional, getting combative, insulting people. A man corrects a man corrects a woman, any race. A man corrects a woman on how she carries himself. He must be on the down low. He must be, y'all got to insult him. That's all y'all can do. Because he's coming with logic, with reason, with what he's saying. And what the media and what this feminism and liberal culture has taught you guys to do, when anybody confronts you with logic and reason, just insult that person, shame that person, shame them away. That's what they do. They try to shame you away. They try to shame you until you bend the knee and apologize. And if you don't apologize, something must be wrong with you. You must be crazy. You got all these people shaming you and you still gonna stand for, you still not gonna apologize? You still not gonna submit to the cancel culture? Oh, I'm nervous. Because it ain't just black people. I'm borderline scared. See, if it was just black people, I'd be nervous. But I've been nervous about the black community for a while now. We've had our problems for a while now. But now I'm kind of scared. Because it just being the black community, we allegedly only make up so much of America. But seeing how this degeneracy, this poor soft mindset, anybody who believes that you should empower soft people, I'm gonna just put it like that, soft people. Anybody who believes that you should shit on, stump on the men who helped build this country. Anybody who believes that you should take away your right to arm, your amendment, your right to protect yourself, you're soft-minded. There was a time in this country where the average household had a firearm. Average household. And that was normal. And some people may say, well, that's why the crime was so high. Well, actually, statistics show states like Texas, states where they have strict gun laws, or states where they have, you can have guns, the crime is actually lower. Liberal states like Chicago, the crime is high. States where they're trying to take away the gun. So you mean to tell me cities like Chicago, they're trying to take away our guns? Let me put you into the psyche of a criminal. I'm not a criminal, but I know how criminals think. A criminal is looking. A criminal is looking to do their dirt and get away with it. They're most likely to get away with their dirt with a weak person. A criminal always picks on the weak. The criminals are like bullies, So if criminals know that they're in a soft state, they're in a state where the average person doesn't have a strap, doesn't have protection, and they know that the average person has a soft mindset, the crime is actually going to go up because they see a bunch of walking licks. You think all these bro, and then y'all want to bring in all these illegals? I'm not saying all of them are bad, but there are some of them that are criminals. That's a fact, that they're flooding in. Oh, they're licking their chops, man. Especially the ones in these liberal states, they licking their chops. Because they know Americans, the average American with this Americanized mindset that certain people are trying to fight against, are walking licks, are delusional. They in la la land. They under a spell. And it's certain people that are trying to save y'all from yourself. People, I think I started this video saying, people would say, or people would think that the next war would be a physical war. Or that America will be destroyed by some sort of war, or some sort of bomb, some sort of nuke. When lo and behold, America is going to be destroyed from the inside out. The mentalities will destroy this place. This liberated mentality can destroy this place. It's been destroying this place the last 4 years, in my opinion, and even longer. A lot of people panned it on the last 4 years, even longer. This decline has been going on for a while now. It's just ramping up now. So I'm nervous. Because America, all cultures, all walks of life, all people, no matter the skin complexion, Americans are going to make a mistake today. I feel it. I feel it. Like on report card day, I might not have passed that last test. And I needed to pass that test to pass the class. I might be cooked. I might be on punishment till the next report card come out. I might get my ass whooped when I get home. Americans, y'all may have a D or an F on that report card. Y'all may fail the final exam tonight. Y'all may pick the wrong answer tonight. And that has me concerned. Because you would think after 2020, when the veil was lifted, more people would have woken up by now. But I'm nervous, borderline scared. Because this is something spiritual. I'm watching people that are under a spiritual hold. Where something that makes no sense. It's certain people that I know that done voted for Kamala that don't stand for that. They don't stand for what these people stand for. But they're following them blindly. Why? Because they loyal to the soil. They will blindly follow this liberal party right to the end. And what will they do when they're hit with reason, when they're hit with logic, when people tell them like, look, they're destroying this place. Oh, you're racist. Oh, you're this. You just don't want to see a black woman in power. All these insults. It must be something wrong with you, right? So we all just got to wait. Right now it's about third period, right? In school, we had 6 periods. Third period would normally be right before lunch for me, third or fourth period. Usually around third period is when I start getting real nervous because the day almost over. It's almost time to get that report card. And they always save the report card for the end of the day. So you just got to be sitting on eggshells the whole damn day. That's how today feels like. We just sitting on eggshells. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know. And we won't know until the end of the day when we pick up that report card. Man, I should do poetry. That was beautiful. Y'all got to give it to me. That was a great analogy. I had to toot my own horn. If I don't do it, who will? But I'm nervous. Borderline scared. Is America cooked? Will this poor mentality, will the flooding of illegal immigrants, keyword illegal. I don't got no problem with immigrants. But you got to get legit. You got to be legit. It's only fair. That's how any functioning country will be ran, with rules and regulations, with the controlled border. So I'm borderline scared because I'm looking around and a lot of people are still under the spell. A lot of people still worship celebrities. A lot of people are still living a lie. They're still living in ignorance. They've chosen to live. They've chosen, you know how they say ignorance is bliss. People have chosen the bliss, the ignorance. But I've said enough. Y'all get my point. We'll see what happens today. Whatever happens, Though I'm nervous, we gonna be all right. I think if things get worse, it'll only lead to things getting better. And if things get better, then things get better. But the worse things get, the more things start to boil, the more the pot starts to boil. Eventually it's gonna tilt over. The water is gonna start overflowing. What is the water overflowing? America being flooded, being destroyed. But not by a flood, not by a nuke, by its own people. So we'll see what happens, man.